you probably heard about this already, Cor. An Australian radio station played a prank on Kate Middleton. And basically, she was in the hospital for morning sickness or whatever it was because she's pregnant, and the radio host...
I didn't hear that.
No, she is pregnant.
I know, I'm just kidding. I hear that every single day.
I love how quickly I fell for that, too. Like, yeah, no, dude, she's pregnant. I'm just saying. The radio host basically pretended to be the royal family, and they asked some personal questions to the nurse, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, there's some sticky things about it, like, I don't know if there's laws against the nurse divulging the information she divulged, or I don't know exactly the legal aspect of it, right?
Yeah, I don't know what she told them.
And I gotta keep it real, I haven't heard the segment on the radio show either, but I did hear from reporters on CNN, and I read a couple articles that said that the details were really mundane about what the nurse said anyway. It wasn't like...
It was just like when you can come see her.
Yeah.
I read something that was like when the Queen can come see her.
Yeah, it was...
A couple things I read.
It was just mundane stuff. There was no damning information or like gross stuff that they talked about. So the nurse was fooled, and she thought it was the royal family calling.
It was not the father.
And obviously the story takes a sad turn because she ended up killing herself.
Yeah.
Which is like, whoa. So the Australian station, as I understand it, I think they suspended the hosts.
Well, I read that they took down like whatever Facebook or Twitter accounts they have.
They got rid of the Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts.
They haven't been speaking any media that have been trying to call them.
I know the radio station issued an apology and they said they feel horrible, etc. And they got rid of the radio show, or at least it's on hold, right? And like I said, they took down the Twitter accounts. And look, I wanted to ask you. I mean, what's your opinion on it? What do you think should happen in terms of the radio station?
How do they get through to the actual nurse? You know, like how does some radio station actually get through?
Probably just call the hospital.
Yeah, but I mean, like without checking any credentials or anything. I mean, like what the hell? This is like.
I mean, in the nurse's defense, she probably just thought like, who would call to pretend to be the Queen? Like, yeah, hey, this is what's happening. I
don't know. I feel like it sounds weird. I don't know. It's sad that the nurse killed herself, but you don't know if there's like a backstory to it where she was getting crazy threats or something. You know, like
crazy threats for what?
For taking the phone call and giving
for the mundane information she gave out. Really? You think
Who knows?
I mean, I guess it's possible, but I haven't heard anything along the lines of them saying she was threatened. Who cares? Like, oh, you said that you thought you were talking to the Queen, and what? Who's mad about what? What would they even be mad at? Yeah, I mean, the radio station shouldn't have gone out. I mean, they accomplished what they wanted to do in getting through. I mean, like... Look, this is my question for you. What would you do if you were the head of the radio station? Would you, A, fire the people, B, just temporarily suspend them? I would keep them on the air. What the hell? They would get their highest ratings ever right now if they were still on the air. But they accomplished what they wanted to do in getting through with their phone call. But what I'm saying, a lot of people are blaming them, like, oh, look, this poor woman killed herself because of the prank you played. You don't blame them at all, or how do you view it? I mean, I don't blame the people for calling. They're stupid radio disc jockeys. That's like, whatever, a guy from Z100 calling it the stupid prank. I don't know, actually. Let me read I could see both sides, too, because I listen to the morning shows where they call, a girlfriend or a husband and say, you know, your husband's cheating on you. I could see how he could maybe flip and kill somebody, and then it is their fault in a way. Look, let me read you some Twitter comments, because at least on the Twitterverse, people seem to be solidly on one side of this. This is some tweets that were at the radio station. They said, "You pair make us Brits absolutely sick. A poor nurse took her own life today with your stupid actions." Another one, "Shameful conduct. The woman took the call, has committed suicide. Still think it's funny to mess with people's lives." Another one said, "Hope you fire the pair of them. Her death is on their hands. Hope you're proud. Not funny now, is it? Grow the fuck up." Another one said she shouldn't have, and any balanced person would not have taken their life over a work. Tragic for everyone. Another one said, "If you're disgusted by the royal prank, contact the radio station and share your opinion, and hopefully this won't happen again." Another one said, "You should be ashamed of yourselves. They didn't think about putting someone's job on the line or the fact that Kate was very ill."
So look, I mean,
I think a lot of them are very sensitive to the whole media thing, because look at Princess Diana, like with the paparazzi chasing her, and then she got into a car crash. So they're going to be very sensitive to the media and them getting involved with the royal family. And after hearing those tweets, it's sort of like, yeah, these guys are douchebags for calling and sort of messing with this just lonely nurse doing her job.
Yeah. Here's what I mean, here's my opinion on it. I think that, I honestly think it's too far if they just fire them, because, I mean, keep it real. Like, let's say, I always rant against the 1% and Republicans, etc. So let's say somebody who's been a Republican their whole life listens to the program and you know, they, I don't know, I know this would never happen, but somehow change their mind. And they're like, oh my God, I've been so wrong this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm living in fantasy land because I've convinced -6 people since the show has started, because Republicans don't get swayed by facts. But let's say they kill themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, would I be like, oh goodness, I shouldn't have done that segment? Or would I be like, that dude's a little off?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not for you to say. It's all of society who can get someone fired, you know? I mean...
Not, but again, so what? That's what we like to call tyranny of the majority. That's like when the majority votes, oh, we don't think gay people should be able to get married. It's like, no, but wait a second, that's not something that should be up to the majority. That should be a matter of rights. Like, you have a right to get married, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if a bunch of people disagree with it. Look, anyway, look, here's what my opinion is on it, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree. I wouldn't go as far as firing them, because I don't think
they should be fired.
How are they supposed to know this woman's going to kill herself?
Exactly.
They're just doing their normal morning...
Like corny, yeah.
But at the same time, you got to understand that, is that a contributing factor as to why she maybe got pushed over the line and killed herself? Yes, but is that their fault? Again, it's not. But being that everybody is so outraged, and being that most likely people want to see something done, what I would do is I would probably suspend the show for 2 weeks until everything calms down a little bit, and then get them back on air. And, you know, I would say, look, it'd be good if you give an apology, right? If I'm saying if I run the radio station, I'll make this, you know, offer an apology.
What's been done in the past.
Do media tours, talk to everybody, say you apologize, etc., and then you'll continue the show, and then you just take it from there. If the ratings are good, keep it on. If not, get rid of it.